Good afternoon everyone. I am Shivani from section B. Today I am going to teach about learner-centered curriculum. What is learner-centered teaching? An approach to teaching that focus on the student as a learner rather than the transmission of information, such as for ethically responsible way to share power with students. Focus on helping students become self-directed learners is not intended to diminish the importance of the instructional side of the online and or on ground classroom experience, but instead instruction is broadened to include other activities that produce discoverable learning outcomes. Why implement learner-centered teaching? Research shows that learner-centered teaching leads to increased student engagement with the content, increased student learning and long-term retention. Myths about learner-centered teaching. It removes the central role of teacher as a prime mover of the education experience. It is essentially a technology-centered initiative lead to increase form of descriptive and distance learning and on appointment of classroom-based instruction. Essential concept about learner-centered teaching. Teacher-centered and learner-centered teaching are not either or situations but a series of continua. Process can be at different points along the teacher-learner-centered continua. Translating to learner-centered teaching takes time and effort. Easier and more practical to make incremental steps toward learner-centered teaching. 5 practice need to modify to achieve learner-centered teaching. The function of content, the role of the teacher, the responsibility for learning, the process and purpose of evaluation, the balance of power. The function of content. In addition to build a knowledge base, the content should facilitate students to practice using inquiry or way of thinking is in the discipline. Learn to solve real problems. Understand the function of the content and why it is learned. Build discipline specific learning methodologies. Build an application for value of content. The role of the teacher. The teacher creates an environmental that fosters student learning, accommodates different learning styles, motivates students to accept responsibility for learning. The responsibility for learning. Responsibility is shared between the teacher and the student. Students develop learning skills for the further learning. Students become self-directed lifelong learners. Students can and do access their own learning. Students become proficient at self-assessment. The balance of power. Students are encouraged to explore additional content. Students are encouraged to express alternative perspectives whenever appropriate. Assessments are open-ended. Policies and deadlines are neglected and adhered to. Students take advantages to opportunities to learn. How can I implement learner-centered teaching my classroom? Creates rubrics on 5 practice areas. One rubric for each practice area. The function of content, the role of the teacher, the responsibility for learning, the process and purpose of evaluation, the balance of power. Courses can be at different points on each practice creates within each rubrics. Here are the reference assured. Thank you and have a nice day.